Good evening, fans of Heartland Championship Wrestling, and welcome to the February 2010 edition of HCW Shoutout. This is your host, the Professor, bringing you this special preview show as we prepare for our upcoming pay-per-view. That's right, fans, Heartland Havoc 31 Free-for-All is coming to you live this Saturday night, February 6th, from the Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky. The main event of the evening should be a spectacular match when Curt Hennig defends the Heartland Heavyweight Championship against Mr. Wrestling 2. Hennig has dominated the competition in the Heartland and has held the title longer than any champion in HCW history. Mr. Wrestling 2 is a relative newcomer to the Heartland who shocked the Federation by winning the inaugural Buckeye Bowl to earn this shot at the gold. Despite the fact that 2 is just getting established here in HCW, he brings an established reputation as a skilled and dangerous competitor in the ring. The matchup between 2 and Hennig should be a classic wrestling encounter which will captivate the wrestling purist. The number 1 contender slot for Hennig's title will also be at stake in a dynamite matchup when Rob Van Dam takes on Eddie Guerrero. Van Dam has electrified the Heartland with his high-flying heroics, but it seems that this popular superstar always comes up short in the big money matches. RVD has yet to earn a title shot in his Heartland career. Eddie Guerrero already owns one victory over Van Dam, but failed in his first bid to win the Heartland title. But Eddie has shown great resiliency, once again climbing the ladder to the top of the roster of contenders, and this Saturday night, he hopes to take down RVD for the second time and earn another shot at the gold. Perhaps the most talked about matchup at Free-for-All will be the hotly contested feud match between our own Velvet Sky and her rival Candice Michelle. The animosity has been building between these two ladies, and that hatred has already given rise to several physical confrontations outside the ring. With Warfare General Manager Daytondave stirring the pot, the situation came to a head this past weekend on the HCW talk show, Voices with Velvet. Candice made a scandalous accusation about the moral integrity of Velvet, who responded with a vicious slap to the face, and fisticuffs ensued. Candice challenged Velvet to a match, and Velvet quickly agreed. So this Saturday at Havoc, our own lovely and talented Velvet Sky will step into the ring for the very first time, and you can be sure that the fur will fly. One of the bloodiest feuds in Heartland history will write another chapter at Free-for-All when the demonic Kevin Sullivan takes on Vampiro in a casket match. The Gothic superstar Vampiro dominated this feud for the first several encounters, but this past month, their paths crossed again. Sullivan was ready this time, and he viciously savaged Vampiro with the golden spike. Vampiro was left laying in a pool of his own blood in one of the ugliest incidents I have ever witnessed. But Vampiro managed to recover and return to action, and he immediately issued the challenge to Sullivan for a casket match. Will either man survive this brutal feud? Only time will tell. But this week's confrontation will not be for the faint of heart. The opening match at Free-for-All will feature the ongoing saga of the Heenan family. Heenan's former employee, Ox Baker, found himself friendless and was the victim of a dastardly sneak attack by the family's new hired thug, Don Morocco. But Ox would not take that attack lying down, and with the help of his new friend, Ultra Mantis Black, Baker will go to battle against his former tag team partner, Larry Zbyszko, and his stablemate, Don Morocco. So, fans, that is your lineup for the pay-per-view this weekend. Heartland Havoc 31 Free-for-All will emanate from the Rupp Arena in Lexington. The lineup is loaded, and the action will be spectacular. The former Heartland Tag Team Champions go to war with each other when Larry Zbyszko joins forces with Don Morocco to do battle with Ox Baker and the enigmatic Ultra Mantis Black. The Heartland's first ever casket match. Will this be the end of the bloody feud between Kevin Sullivan and Vampiro, or just another horrifying and violent confrontation in the ongoing saga? Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. The claws will be bared and the fur will fly when Velvet Sky hits the ring to take on Candice Michelle. How will Velvet fare in her Heartland Wrestling debut? You won't want to miss this sensational, sexy showdown. And of course, the top of the card will feature the top of the heap in the Heartland. The number one contender spot in the Heartland will be determined when Eddie Guerrero squares off against Rob Van Dam. And in the main event, the Heartland Heavyweight Championship is on the line when the champion, Kurt Hennig, faces a stiff challenge from the legendary mat technician, Mr. Wrestling 2. So fans, that's our lineup for this Saturday night. Heartland Havoc 31 Free-For-All is coming to you on February 6th from the Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky. Be sure to join Daytondave and J.R. James for all the exciting pay-per-view action, or make the drive to see it live this Saturday night.